So hello Thủy. Hello. Good evening. Yes, can you hear me? Okay, so okay, I'm so sorry for being a little bit late today. Okay, so my name is Lan and I will be the teacher in our class today. Okay, so in our class here just there are just you and I, right? Okay, so now could you please tell me a little bit about yourself? Okay, it's the same to me. You like swimming, right? Okay, so just swimming or any other kind of sports do you like? Okay, so now you are a student at the university in in Ho Chi Minh City, right? So can you share with me what is your major? External economic. So how do you think about the major? Is it hard for you or it is normal? Okay, so now this semester, so now you 21, right? You are a third year student. The last year student. Okay, so now are you prepared? Okay, are you prepared? Okay. Okay, are you prepared to get a period of practice at some companies? The internship. Um, what is the company? It's a hotel. And what will you do there? Okay. So yes. Do you think it is interesting job? Maybe or the hard job? Mm. Okay. Yes. So have you ever taken part in any internship course before this official period? Okay. Yes. I wish you will have the good result as you expect. Okay, and yes, so after this period, you will do the thesis and then you have a defense, right? After that, you will graduate from the university. Yeah, so maybe you uh, now is in August. Okay, so how about the second semester? What will you do? Oh. Okay, yes, I see. It's quite, I think it's quite different from my university. I think so. Okay, so anyway, thanks so much to you for the sharing here. Okay, it's really happy to have a chance to talk with you here. Okay, so now I move the slide and will come directly to our topic today. We'll have plenty of time to talk with each other today. So, the topic is why should you learn to cook today? Okay, so here we have three questions. The first one, how often do you cook? The second, how good are you at cooking, and what dish or food can you cook? And the last one, do you think you can cook better than the mother? Okay, yes. So now we start with the first question. Okay. No. Before that, I will ask you. So now you live with your parents, or you live in a rented house with your friend? Okay. So, how far it is from the school to the house? From the house to the school? How far? Okay. Yeah, so it's close, right? Okay, so now at home, how often do you cook? Mm. Okay, so in a week, you just cook at the weekend, right? Okay. Yes. So I'm wondering, how many hours do you have to study at school? Oh, okay. So it means that you do not have a fixed schedule, right? Okay, I see. It's flexible, right? Okay. So when your mother is cooking, do you support, or do you have her with her maybe something like washing the dishes, or washing the vegetables? Do you? Mm. Okay, yes, I see that. So now for question number one, you just a person who cook for some, maybe for some snack, or maybe some cakes as a weekend, right? Okay, so do you think that you are good at cooking? Mm. Oh, really? Okay. So it means that you are confident with cooking, with making cakes, right? Can you share with me the kind of what is your favorite kind of cakes? Do you often cook? Do you often make? Mm. Okay. Yes. Do you know I okay, I myself don't know how to make this kind of cake. Or maybe I have never tried to make it. Uh, okay. Yes. So I really admire the person who can cook, well. Okay, because they know a lot of dishes. Okay. So have you ever watched the I think the program on TV about the Master Chef, right? Have you ever watched this program? Wow. Mm. Mm. Okay, so how do you think about the cooks there? Mm. Yes, the decoration is now the thing you need to learn, right? You need to learn more. Okay, yes. So, in your opinion, what is the most important thing for you, okay, for yourself, when you study, maybe you can study a course, maybe you can take part in a course of decoration, food decoration. So, in your opinion, what is the most important thing here? Mm. Okay, so imagination, in your opinion, in the viewpoint, is the first thing you need to pay attention, right? Okay. Yes. In my opinion, I just think that the way we choose the ingredients with to combine them together, um, combination of ingredients is the most important thing. Okay. I okay. The first thing comes into my mind is not the imagination, but it is the combination between the ingredients, the colors, including the colors, and maybe I think has the smell. You know, the smell and the taste of each ingredients. They are suitable for each other or not? Okay. The cook needs to know that. Okay, that is okay. It's just my private. It's just my own opinion. Okay. In fact, I am not good at cooking too. or if I don't want to say that is I am really bad at cooking. Okay, I just cook the simple. I think the simple dishes, like the things we eat every day, is not nothing special. Okay. So yes. Okay. So it's question number two, right? Okay. So now. You answer question number three also, right? You mentioned that the mother is the best cook in the house at home, right? Okay. So how about your brother and your father? Have they ever tried to cook something? Mm. Okay, that's so great. Oh, maybe it's the same. It's the same to my father. Um, my father, these days, he often cooks for my mother, and now I and my younger sister are living far from home. Okay, and but he can cook a lot for my mother, and I think I can be proud like you of his cooking ability, especially as you mentioned the dishes he cooks for his friends. Whenever he invites his friends to our house for some small party together. Okay. They have. I think that the men's or our fathers and his friends have the typical foods, the typical kinds of food, right? They Yes, they have their favorite dishes also. Okay. Yes. That is the thing I want to share with you about my father. Okay. So we go through the three questions here. One more question for this part. Okay. So have you ever taught your brother to make some cakes? Mm. Okay. Also, how old is he? Oh, so he's 24 years old. Okay. Uh, the elder brother. Okay, I just thought that he was the younger brother. Okay, yes, I'm so sorry. So maybe he's also busy with work, right? Yes. Okay. So okay, I see that. So do you have any questions in this part? Or if not, we will move to the next one. Okay. So we will move to the next one. Okay. Yes, here is some extra questions. You can see here on the slide. What are some of the advantages of cooking the meals at home? How about disadvantages? Okay, so advantages and disadvantages of cooking the meals at home. And the second is it important for husband to know how to cook? Okay, so I think there are the really interesting questions, right? Okay, so now Thủy, can you share with me something, some advantages of cooking meals at home? In your opinion, how do you think? Okay, also in the viewpoints, you have three main opinions here, three main details. The first is cooking at home. You can choose the safe ingredients, right? Okay, and you can being more creative, right? Yes, okay, and the last thing here is you can save the money as well as the food, right? Okay, being more okay. I just want to type notes here. Creative. Okay, being more creative and okay, and saving. Yes, okay, saving the money. Okay, the money and the food. Okay, how do you think about the air, the family air? Okay, yes. Okay, so cooking at home. Do you think that cooking or eating at home can make the air in the family better? Okay, yes, I can see that. I totally agree with you that. Okay, so here, so it means that we have the four keywords, the four key, okay, key ideas here. Okay, better family atmosphere, right? Mm, but in my opinion, I think that cooking at home can waste your time. How do you think? Because you have to spend a lot of time on choosing the ingredients, cooking, and even cleaning after the dinner or maybe the lunch, right? And also at that time you will feel tired, right? Do you agree? Okay, I can see that. I can understand the feelings. Okay, but so from the story, I feel that it is so hard for you um, to be a maybe to be a cook in the family after getting married, right? Maybe in the future you will get married, and at that time you have to know how to balance between the family and the work. Okay, so what will you do at that time? Because you have okay in the future you will have a job, right? At that time you need to spend more time working, and you do not have time for the family. So what will you do? You will prefer eating out, prefer to eating out. Okay, so it's a solution, right? You will go for that. Most of maybe most of the time you will go out for dinner, but in some maybe in some important days, or sometimes you can join together. You and your husband and maybe the son, the kids. Okay, can join together to cook for some dishes, right? Mm. Okay, maybe yes. Okay, I think it is one disadvantage of cooking meals at home. Okay, it can waste the time. Okay, can you give me some more details about the disadvantages of cooking at home? Mm. Mm. Okay, yes, fire at home, right? Okay, so are you afraid of the fire at home? Okay, it will burn, right? Okay, I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay, but now you can see that we are living in the modern society, and everything is well equipped. Okay, so you can see that we have the new kind of stove, and it can be they are all protected from the things many the many things from the fryer. So how do you think about this? We can use this kind of stoves to install in our house, so it will be safe, right? Yeah. So now how can you, okay, so I mean that you do not need to be afraid of fryer, right? Yes. Okay, what else? So waste our money or waste our time. Okay, do you have any other details? Okay, so you prefer cooking and eating at home, right? Okay, so now I can see that it is really our society can give us a lot of pressure to make the thing we do not like. For example, you really like cooking at home, but maybe in the future you have to spend a lot of time working, and you cannot spend more time cooking at home for the family. Okay, right? Okay, so yes. Okay, so now imagine that in the future you will get married with someone, and do you think that your husband needs to know how to cook? Mm. Yeah, okay. Yes, I totally agree with you that in my opinion, I just think that the husband of I don't my future husband should know how to cook, because there is only one reason, that is the way to make the equality between the man and the woman. Okay, nowadays we need to share our housework, uh, because in the modern society both men and women are very busy with their own work, and they need to share with each other. I think not everything but something. Okay, and cooking not only not is not only the way to ensure that balance, okay, that equality, but also the way to I think to the way to have him to take care of himself when you are busy. Okay, you are busy and you cannot cook for the family, including him. Okay, is the thing I is the point is my viewpoint. Okay, the only one reason here is to to ensure the equality between the men and women in the modern society. Okay, yes, and how about okay, we mentioned about our father, right? One more question for you here, Tui. Does your father often share the housework with your mother? Ah, oh, okay, yes, I see that. Okay, so now he is still working, or right? Is he still working? Oh, okay. Yes. Okay, so I think that now he's still working, and he has to spend a lot of time on his job, and he can, I think, spending sometimes with our family, and supporting his wife is really, I think, is really wonderful, you know. He is a very busy man, right? Mm. Oh, okay. Okay, yes, I see that. Okay, he can arrange his time flexibly. Okay. Yes. So we finished question number 2 here. Okay. So do you have any questions here in this part? Okay, so if you have no questions, now I do not have any more questions for you here, and you also do not have any question for me. I will give you some. I think it's maybe something related to the performance today. I think that the pronunciation is really good. Yes, to be honest, it's really good. Okay, okay, just some, but you have made some mistakes, some grammatical mistakes. You know, maybe when we speak, it is very easy for us to forget the grammar structure, or the okay, and so I can list here. First, for the pronunciation, how can you have me to pronounce this word? Okay, I will type in the chat box. You can look at here. Can you help me to pronounce this? Okay, the first one. Okay, the any sound here is s, right? The any sound here is s, right? Okay. Yes, and how about this one? Okay, I agree with you that. Okay, and the second one. Uh, what is the any sound? Oh, okay. Yes, it's correct, you know. Okay, so you know the rule when we add when we add s after a noun. Do you know the rule to pronounce this any sound, right? Mm, okay. Okay, so the next word is so good when you can know this. Okay, so how about this word? The next one. Okay. Okay. It should be beautiful. Okay, beautiful. Do you know? You if we are learning, if we are based on the American accent, we need to move the t to d. Okay, because t here is between two vowels u and e. You know, also we can move it to d. Okay, and the last syllable is not u. Okay, it's a. Okay, beautiful is a, not beautiful. Okay, so beautiful. Yes. Okay, it should be beautiful. Yes, and the next one, okay. Okay, I think it's that's all for the pronunciation. And the next one, for the grammar mistakes, you can see that you always use the subject, and then maybe the auxiliary verbs, and then the verb in, not the verb. Okay, do you know that? Maybe you can say that I will working. Yes, okay. Okay, it's maybe the habit. I totally agree with you. Also, even though you know it clearly, right? But you still make mistakes. I think okay, and the next one, um okay, it takes. Okay, you need to have the any sound. It takes. And all the dishes, not all the dish. Okay, all the dishes or a lot of dishes. Okay, is the plural forms. And the next is when you cook, not when you cooking. Okay, it's the same to the first mistakes, right? And the next, you feel safer, not you. I feel safer, not feel more safe. Okay, and the next one is my husband have to. My husband has to. Okay, um just maybe it's the pronunciation or the spelling mistakes here. Okay, one more word. um one more word here is meal. Okay, the meal. What is the any sound here? Is it the first, is the first or is the first or the second here? Because it's not really clearly, not really clear to hear you. Okay, so is the first or the second here? Look at the chat box. Okay, is the first or the second? Okay, it's the first one. Because I am sure that you know the IPA, right? The International Phonetics Alphabet, right? So when you the meal end with l, okay, is a voice sound. So when we add s here, we need to move the s to the voice sound also. So it should be z, not s. Okay, so millions, the first one. Okay, voice sound will go with the voice sound, and unvoiced with unvoiced. Okay, that's the reason why we can say ants. Okay, uncles, ants. Okay, uncles, but ants. Okay. Okay, I think that's all for today. Yes. Do you have any questions before we finish? Okay. So I also have to say that thanks so much for being with me in this class. Okay. So I hope that you will have a really good internship course and get the best result, and graduate from the school with the maybe the best mark. Okay. Okay, so thanks so much and it's time for us to say goodbye. Yes, okay, goodbye, and see you, maybe hope to see you again. Okay, so bye bye.